All right, well, today we are at the shop and we are pricing items for the booth again. The other day I was in here and I priced some items for the booth and I got like 2.5 boxes and a little bit of artwork price, but I need more. I need to price more. And I need to price more than just fall and Halloween stuff. I need to price more things. We've had a really great start to this month. I think we have about $600 in sales so far, which has been amazing. I've seen on Facebook that a lot of you have actually been coming and visiting my booth, which I think is amazing. I love seeing your photos when you're posting them of coming to visit my booth. So thank you. Thank you for coming and visiting. We are actually in the process of getting a second booth at Bedford Street. So that means we need lots more things. And our goal is to head over there at the end of this week and start moving stuff into that booth. So, as you know, it takes a lot of things to fill a booth, and I have a lot of pricing to do. So today is actually Wednesday. I have a whatnot sale at 4 p.m., but I figured today I need to price up until that whatnot sale. So that is my goal for today. Let's head into the shop. Here we go. All right, so I just grabbed these 2 lamps off of the windowsill. They have been there for quite some time. And I have a bunch of crystals here that actually came off of these lamps. So I was able to find all of the crystals. There were a few danglies missing. I was able to find all of them for this lamp. So this lamp is now complete, which is very exciting. This is not something I would want to ship because when it comes to shipping these lamps, you have to cushion each and every strand of crystals because they are essentially glass and they will break, they will shatter, they will chip. And so this is something that I will definitely be selling through the booth. And I was thinking about price-wise. I kind of scrolled through the eBay sold listings a little bit, but I think a lot of people have the same mindset as I do in that I don't want to ship that. So I'm thinking like $95 to $120 on that. I might do a little bit more research and try to find out if I'm being too cheap. I mean, I do have to price it for my local market, and I don't even know if this is really a style for my local market. But I'm going to bring you over to this lamp. This one's really neat. This one needs a little sprucing up as well. You can see there's some... Oh, here I am saying how fragile the crystals are and throwing them on the floor. Okay, here we go. So this one also needs the crystals fixed or just rehung, which I don't know why I'm bothering to do this before I even get it over there, because as you can see, they're just hooked on there. And in transit, they're probably going to fall off again. This is supposed to hang. This one doesn't even match. I don't even know what's going on. Oh, wait. I see. This goes off of this. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yeah, so this is supposed to go here, I think. I don't know. I think there's a whole lot going on here. I'll probably price this one the same. I want to investigate. I just heard this huge bang in the back, and I'm like, did somebody hit my car, or are they collecting the trash? I think they usually pick up the trash on Tuesday. I'm going to go investigate. There is literally a man digging through our trash. I'm not sure what he hopes to find. Maybe he's making a YouTube video. I was curious, so I had to ask. Apparently he's cleaning out one of the apartments and had to throw away a toilet, and then it was clogged, so he was curious like what the clog was, like if they had something in there that they weren't supposed to, so he was checking it out to see what was stuck in the toilet. I mean, to each their own, right? I mean, personally, I don't want to know what's clogging my toilet when my toilet gets clogged. It's just a personal preference, I guess. Anyway, let's keep pricing. All right, so I wiped this beauty down with some Windex. I don't know if I actually showed you that I was compiling things over here. I think I did this yesterday when I was just on a mission, and I don't even think I filmed yesterday. But I was here at the shop, and I was just, like I said, I was on a mission. So I was putting stuff over here onto this desk. Yes, I'm utilizing the desk until it sells, because this stuff is going right out the door. This is stuff that I set aside to price. So you saw me pull the pumpkins the other day. I don't think I actually put prices on them. I just pulled them. The witch, we got this in Cape May. I thought this was a good piece for fall. We found that at Thurmont Goodwill, actually. This had some nice brown tones. This, the cat that we bought recently. These aren't actually for the booth, but they were here on on there. I didn't actually post that video because it was so short. So maybe I should put that out soon. That was weeks ago. This returned. It was stashed away for quite some time on the other side of the wall, and Andrew has claimed the other side of the wall, so he brought everything over that I had over there. So I think that I'll put that in the booth just because I like the gold on it. The boxes that we packed the other day are here and there. And I need to continue parsing stuff. I got a little sidetracked. My dad called, so I was like, oh. I was chit-chatting on the phone. I did not wipe this down with Windex. I really got to figure out. It just takes, I don't know if I should just be like, here's some extra crystals, or if I should actually try to figure out how all these connect. It just seems like a really big project. You just tape the crystals to the lamp. Honestly, it looks like I have, this is what I have. And those are all the holes. So I don't even think I have enough to fill the hole. Oh, wait. I forgot I have this little... Now we're talking. So I'm just wondering if I include this. Who am I kidding? I'm just going to play with it real quick. Alright, so I think it's time to say goodbye to these guys. I've been hanging around for a while. I think that the basket is over by the sink, though. I thought it was over by the sink. Maybe it got moved. Maybe I moved it. Where did I move it to? I was in here tidying up the other day. And I moved things around. And I moved the basket. And where did I put it? Shoot. Now I have to find it. It's over here now. There we go. Okay. I don't even know if this basket was original to those bottles, but I just thought when we found it in the basement that they looked really nice displayed in the basket. So I think they need to go back into the basket, and I will sell them as a set. All right, well, I squeezed them back into the basket, and it became clear to me that they don't belong there. Probably not original, but they look cute. I like them. So we'll sell them like that. And they do kind of have a nice fall coloring, that olive green. So they'll work. I think also I was noticing the colors of this vase, which unfortunately when I purchased it, I did not realize that this handle is damaged. So I will have to price it accordingly. But I thought it was very pretty, and I do love the sunset. And the colors, I don't know. There's no markings on it. But it is a nice looking vase. Even with a damaged handle. Great thing about having a new booth is I can select some larger pieces. I'm not limited to those short little shelves. Which makes me think, oh crap, we're gonna need some furniture. I actually have this piece in mind. And even was like, wait, what piece? I'm like, the mid-century one. The one that's like buried back there. The only thing that sucks about this particular piece of furniture is check out these legs. And when Jesse and I were moving it, way back when we were moving it up on the stage, you remember that video? We had to be so careful of this leg because it is damaged here. There's like an L-shaped thing holding it on. So the leg is a little wonky on that. The other thing that stinks is really the only display space you have is here and on top. But I think it has a really nice aesthetic to it, and that's really what I liked. Our other option is this, which is a glass case. I want to wipe everything down, though, before I move it over to Carlisle, because, as you know, this was down in the basement at the other place, and we had mold growing on our things. Here's a pretty blue bowl, which kind of goes against the whole fall-colored theme we have happening, but I think I'll put that over into the booth, as well as this, I don't know if that's like a cake plate. I'm thinking cake plate. It's very elegant. It has the etching on the edges. That was a Goodwill find. I'm running out of space on the desk, so this just became a pile of booth things. I'm going to bring you over here. This is the original WMF Icora bowl. Thank you again for identifying it a second time for me. I've had this eyeball bowl for a very long time. I found it originally at Lancaster Goodwill, and I thought it looked like an eyeball when I first found it. I thought maybe I might still have the original sticker on it. So I'm going to look up the value of this. There's the residue of the original sticker. I know these can be worth quite a bit of money, and this one is heavy, it's large, looks like an eyeball. I think I'm ready to move this over into a booth. I'm tired of staring into it, because it is staring back. So here we are on WorthPoint. This is a paid service that I use. I actually have it linked down in the description. It is an affiliate link, so if you use my link, I do receive a small commission that goes to supporting this channel. You can see here, I guess maybe it says, no, I don't know. It looks like 3 art glass bowls, but then it has one. So I'm assuming it's one bowl. Sold for $600 in 2013, but you can see here, this is from Dallas Auction, which I'm assuming is a fancy hoity-toity auction house. And that's probably why they got that much money for it. Here's another. This one's very special. So this one sold for $335 in 2007 on eBay. I have it sorted highest to lowest, so that's kind of how we're going down the line. This one is similar to mine. $250. Here's a whole set of 5 of them. They sold at Dallas Auction House. This one's only sold for $250, so I don't know why that single one sold for so much. Alright, so here's a single bowl, $180. I'm also looking at the dates that they sold, because it's important to look at the dates to know, like, sometimes something becomes really popular all of a sudden, and then like a year later it's not popular anymore and the prices drop in it. So it's important when you're looking at the prices of what things are selling for to also be aware of the dates, because, you know, the markets come and they go. Carnival glass years ago used to be really, really hot, and then it came down, and now it's kind of coming up again, but it's not nowhere near where it was years and years ago. Who knows, maybe it will come back to where it was, but that's why I look at the dates of when things are selling for. All right, so here is my bowl. I think this one is larger, though. This is 12 and 5/8. Mine is bigger than that. But this was 2016. It sold for $150. But that kind of gives me an idea. I feel like this one sold in the UK in 2012 for $120. Oh, there it is. Well, 2017 it sold for $100. So it's kind of all across the board. I don't know. I feel like I'd be comfortable between $100 and $150 on this. I'm looking at the dates, I'm looking at the sizes of the bowls, and looking at the different colors, and considering this one looks like a giant eyeball. Taking all those things into consideration, I feel like that's where I would be comfortable with this bowl. And I also just bought another one. So now I have two, and I have no need for two eyeball bowls. So let's put one in the booth. Right? That makes sense. That's good logic. So this is going over to the booth. This is going over to the booth. I should put this back over in the booth. Probably not. Mom will be like, why are we putting this back in the booth? I don't know, Mom. I just thought it would be a good idea. Here's a perfect thing for fall. This actually has leaves on it. Leaves. Everybody gets mad at me for saying leaves. It has leaves on it. Oh, I was going to go put it on the desk, but I don't know. I guess maybe we'll try to squeeze it on there. I moved these lamps over here, and now I'm running out of space. I was able to find most of the crystals on here, and I was able to piece it back together. I think I'm missing two, and I put them on the back of the lamp. So I've got one missing here and one missing here. But other than that, I was able to find all of the crystals and put it all back together, which I was very proud of. So I now need to show you this work of art. So there you go. All right, so let's get to pricing because the desk over there is full and I feel like we need more space. So I'm going to start with what I have over here. I'm going to probably start with this bowl here, then we'll move to this. And then I'm thinking I need to grab some smaller stuff. I just need to grab a smaller stuff. I've got so much small stuff. And I can't put it all on eBay and I can't put it all on whatnot. I'm just going to have to suck it up. Even though I know that I could probably get more for it online. That was proven. That was proven by, if you remember, I pulled that orange and black platter out of here. The one that Mom hated. The one I had priced for $32 in the booth. That we moved all around the booth every time we went to restock. We moved it to a different place. Never sold. We brought it back. I pulled it out of this box for eBay. And it sold for $136. Pretty sure it was $136. Just goes to show that the online market is vast, wider, and more people are going to see it. It's more visible than the booth. I don't know where I was going with that. I know I had a point. But anyway, not everything. I think where I was going with that is, you know, I can't put everything online, even though I know that I could get more for it. Eventually, if it doesn't sell in the booth, I can bring it back and I could sell it online. But for now, I need to fill a booth. And that's what we're going to do. So let's get this stuff priced and boxed, and then we'll move on to finding smaller things. I have to get this sticker off because I'm obsessing over it. All right, so I priced this at $145, $35 for the Larson Made in USA glass, and $18 on the serving plate, which I guess doesn't necessarily have to be a cake plate. It could be whatever kind of plate you want it to be. Now I'm going to head over to the desk and I'm going to start pricing that stuff. So I have to consider these lamps, which I should know how to price, but this isn't really my style and it's a little outside my wheelhouse. These are like 1940s. 1930s, 1940s, I would assume. I think the one on the right is a little bit more elaborate, so I would assume that one would be a little bit more expensive than the one on the left, because there's a lot more going on here. These I find often, and I think those are usually pretty quick to get broken. So the fact that they're intact on this lamp, I'm thinking of pricing this one at $125. And I'm thinking of pricing this at $95. Does that seem fair? I feel like that seems fair. I can always go down in price. I can't go up in price. So, I forgot what I said. 125? Yeah, 125 and 95 for the lamps. And then I'll get back to you as I go. Once I have a few input into our software for printing labels, I'll get back to you and let you know how I have everything else priced. Okay, so I have prices, and I'm going to break it down for you. I was really feeling the number 28. And I'm going to show you what I priced at $28. So let's start over here with the this pressed wheat. I'm assuming that's wheat. Maybe it's just really long grass. I called it a pressed wheat pottery lamp. So we're going to go with wheat. I priced that at $42. The paper mache witch, I have at $48. Over here, I think these might be Target. If I remember, like going back to when I first showed them, I think that somebody had commented that these were originally sold at Target. So I didn't price them very high. I priced them both at $24, separately, but at $24. $24 for the serving bowl and $24 for the plate. The plastic bowl back here, I listed one of these to eBay, I think, and the other one I'm going to stick in the booth. This one has a small little crack along the seams, so I put 18 on that. I paid $10 for it, so I'm not making a ton of money on it, but I didn't notice the crack when I bought it, so I kind of got myself into a little bit of trouble there. So hopefully I can get myself out of it, even if I do just break even on it, as long as I can get out from under it. Over here, I turn this over to see the markings on the bottom, and it is marked Charlestown Porcelain, Beaufort, South Carolina, and I just signed. These pieces were all across the board. There were some that sold for a ton, some that sold for a little, and so I had a little bit of an issue, like trying to figure out the pricing on that. And my phone turned off. Let me see what I ended up pricing that one at. Looks like I went with $28. There you go, $28, which was kind of in the middle of where these were selling. Like I said, they were all over the board, so I wasn't really sure how to price that, but I just went right down the middle. The Anthropology mug, that I priced at $16 because it has the M on it, and I saw those selling between $12 and $18, and I figured $16 was in the middle of that. This small bedside table lamp, $28. The baby quill assemblage, I feel like that's going to take a special buyer. It's going to take a special buyer. And so that, I think I paid $10 for, if I recall, and I priced it at $24. Priced that one at $24. Iridescent glass pumpkin, which is this one, $28. And $28 on the pink one as well. So I have those both at $28. The small pitcher there, I just went 12. I just went 12 on that. I figured that was a reasonable price. It's made in Japan. What else do we have? The stoneware speckled thingamabobber, that was also 12. It's a nice decorative vessel. I don't know if you would necessarily call it a vase. I'll only stick like one flower in there and you'd be done. Large amber moon and stars canister, that was $28. And then the vase with the broken handle, which unfortunately, if it didn't have a broken handle, I could probably ask quite a bit for it. Because it has the broken handle, I went with, you guessed it, $28. And I think for the cat, I went with $24. Let me just double check. The cat is $28. I went with $28 on the cat. I forgot about the bottles until I started filming, and I also forgot about the tray because it was underneath all the stuff. And the utensils I have not started pricing yet either. But I think I'm going to include those in the booth. I purchased all of that, those Hoosier cabinets and the kitchen cabinets. That's actually the booth we're taking over. So we have all those cabinets sitting in the booth. We have not taken them out yet. I'm not leaving them all in there. I think maybe one or two and then take the rest out because it's not going to be a kitchen themed booth. I don't want to give that impression. So we'll probably leave one or two in there and then take the rest out. But kitchen utensils on a kitchen cupboard, it makes sense. So I just got to come up with pricing for these. I think this is probably the most valuable. And I did look this up when I purchased it. It's Williamson. I guess there's different brands. This one is Williamson. And I think this was like $8 to $12. So that was pretty decent. The rest, these red-handled, I think the red handle is important in identifying it. These are coming up as Anchor Hawking. Like it was an Anchor Hawking brand of sifter. So I know nothing about kitchen utensils. That was just what my research was finding. I still don't know what these are. See, all of these things are so outside my wheelhouse. This is why I don't pick them up. I thought maybe these were ice tongs. Like you smash your ice with that and then you pick it up with these, but it could also be for salad. I don't know. They're just little. Let's see if we can pick that up. Probably not a wise decision. So I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to print off labels for this stuff and maybe start packing it. But I've got a Whatnot sale in about 40 minutes. Pretty much wasted my entire day putzing around. It's been kind of a weird day.